I'll run away, I ran away, I'll run away again, and then I'll come back home. I tried to stay, I tried to say, I'll try again, and then I'll be alone. I tried again, make amends, and then clear the way to blink and say the words again. I'm over the walls, out the door, on my way, 'cause the wind won't wait for me. I'll run away, I ran away, I'll run away again, and then I'll come back home. I tried to stay, I tried to say, I'll try again, and then I'll be alone. I tried again, make amends, and then clear the way to blink and say the words again. I'm over the walls, out the door, on my way, 'cause the wind won't wait for me.
Hello. I love that you guys could just hear me organizing my inventory into chests in the background of that. Little's in the chat. Cosmo Sheldrake, yeah. I use Cosmo Sheldrake all the time because his music's DMCA free. What is... See how this one frames my face nicely. This one stands straight up. I love that. It's fine. Okay. So I know I said I'd do an announcement in today's stream, but I'm waiting so very kindly for the Mr. Raxical to respond to a message of mine before I can do that. So blame him, not me. Blame him. My hair do that sometimes. Yeah, the plight of curly hair. I'm going to do my history homework while I watch your stream. Good. I feel like my streams are generally pretty okay to like lurk in. Unless I'm going absolutely crazy. Sometimes that happens. But usually I'm chill to lurk in. Why is my chat like so far away? Let me move my tripod. Can't wait till I can set up my second monitor. I have one. I just haven't set it up yet. He needs to answer faster. Exactly. I mean, I messaged him 3-4 hours ago. So this is a him problem. Oh wait, no. I need to get rid of these. Wait a second. Oh wait, no. Here's the problem. Now that hunters I say this like it's a new thing. It's not. But right, Hunter used to go by Morningstar and now he's Raxical. And it's become a problem because every time I read Tyler's username, I just think it's him. But yeah, here's the books from the other night. We'll need to file those away properly sometime. But for now, it's going in that chest. So. Okay. The plan today, because I'm waiting to announce the thing, and everybody's gonna yell at me about it. But people have been complaining about scaling up the side of my mountain here. So I think I'm gonna make a big bridge over to there. Because I think that's technically... I should actually check that. Yeah, it's technically Spawn Island. So I can make a nice path. Ooh, I've clicked something. I can make a nice path to spawn if I do a little bridge here. You know? I think that's gonna be great. And then I can maybe build out into this area. Hello, Schlump! Welcome to chat. Everybody's showing up right away. It's like a bit of a ravine here. But yeah, big bridge. That's today's plan. Big fancy bridge. I think we're mostly going to use white blocks. I don't know how many white blocks I have. Because I put all my diorite somewhere else. But we can grow a bunch. It'll be fine. Grow a bunch of diorite? That's not what I meant. We can fetch a bunch. See, I've just got this much. But we can totally just go mining for 1 billion diorite if we feel the need to. I also wanted blue. I've got a bunch of ice. This probably isn't enough for what I want. Because it's going to be a big bridge. At work board. Nice. Oh, so I don't know if you've heard, but a county in Florida is passing a policy or some where ice will be allowed into schools. Oh no. Yes. Good luck on the walkout protest. All the power to you. Was there ice in there 1 second? Something blue. Oh, no, this. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Apparently, my mom told me this. Apparently, Trump messaged the King of Norway and was like, I'm taking over Greenland because you didn't give me the Nobel Peace Prize. And the King of Norway had to be like, hey man, not my job. Also, I don't own Greenland. So that's interesting. Is this all I have? This is gonna be questionable. I should grab the ice. How are you styling the bridge? Like what kind of architecture? Kind of fantasy. So like how all of this is kind of just a bunch of like swirlies and stuff like that. That sort of vibe. I don't know if there's like an actual architectural style. Maybe we can have some tough. Put some use, because I love the new tough stuff. Tough stuff. It'd be nice if I can use it even though it's not on my block palette, so maybe we'll do the like bases with it. Ice is what I came back for. Bop. Do I have anything else that's like in the block palette? Not really. He's a big toddler. Yeah, he is. A dangerous one though, sadly. Oh, right, I have a sleeping bag. I can just bring that with me. Sweet. We should plant... My water is already down to here. How has that happened? I refilled it before starting stream. It's fine. If I run out midstream, I will just put up my starting soon screen. Yeah, we'll plant a bunch of the pale oak trees. See what we can do. I feel like... Okay. I know it's not hitting peak levels on my, like, Streamlabs, but I feel like my audio is so loud. Maybe something happened with my headset. We're gonna ignore that. Ow. Okay. For now, we're just gonna do very basic look. Why is this itchy? There's no reason for this to be itching me. There's no tag there. I don't want to turn my neck red during stream, though. Do I still have? No, I do not have the reference image I was looking at up. I was trying to memorize it, and I clearly have not. Where was I? Tough is tough. It's great. I think I'm gonna tidy this up a bit. I guess I could use snow, too. There's nothing wrong with that. When I first saw the pale oak, I thought it was modded item instead of something vanilla game. Yeah. I feel like the last SMP I was on was before the Pale Oak update. So it feels also kind of to me like it's part of the pack. It's so loud. What about quartz? That's the thing, is because we have biomes of plenty, it's actually kind of harder to find quartz in the nether, I feel like. This is higher than that, isn't it? I should probably take the Y chords. Why do I have mahogany? How did this happen? But yeah, it's harder to find quartz, so that's why I haven't been building with it, but I really should get my hands on a bunch of it because it's part of my block palette. That's just me being lazy. Soul lanterns, that's also just me being a little lazy. But I should totally do it. That's actually, like, the reason my base isn't super lit up and it just has torches so far. It is solely because I've been too lazy to make soul lanterns, which are my plan. I totally didn't take the stupid sleeping bag with me. Like a silly Billy. That is phenomenal. Someone blew up a creeper on my property and then fixed the hole. How rude of them. Good thing I have a lot of dirt now. This has probably been here forever. It could have even been me. And I just decided this wasn't on my property yet. Some casual terraforming at the same time. You know how it is. Also, again, apologies if you can hear my mother trumpeting in the background. A pig. History fact of the day. Let's do it. Today is the 19th of January. Let's see if we can find a good one. 19th. Ooh, the first one is actually kind of interesting. 1915, January 19th, neon advertising signs were invented. The French inventor and engineer Georges Claude filed a U.S. patent for the use of electrodes in neon lights. Claude's design included a completely sealed tube, which was an improvement on earlier designs. The electrodes in his patent transferred power to the glowing neon gas in the sign's closed tubes and minimized the sputtering effect that other designs had suffered from. Based on this patent, his company, Claude Neon Lights, held a near monopoly on the design and production of neon gas signs. The company's first customer in the United States was a Packard car dealership in Los Angeles, California. The dealership purchased 2 neon signs that read Packard for $2,500. Neon signs were an overnight sensation, brightly lit and visible even in daylight. New installations would draw crowds that would marvel at the signs for hours. And now they're everywhere. It's almost exactly 100 years ago. 100 years and 11. 111? That's a cool number. What? What was I going to do? I know I was going to do my Y coordinate, but there was a reason I was heading back to my house. Was there not? I don't remember. My favorite colors are red, yellow, and white, and black. So if I made a base, it would probably look very dark and menacing. Yeah. Well, actually, no. My favorite colors are, like, pink and white. Generally, like, a lot of my outfits are pink and white. But, I kind of just wanted it for the magical vibe. My previous base on Radish SMP was just medieval themed, so it had a whole range of color palettes going on. Chat, why? Why did I want to come over here? That's expensive, especially for this time period. Yeah. You distracted me on purpose because you're evil. How dare you? Dude. Oh, I think I was gonna get this. Actually. Sometimes you just kind of need to stand in the general area. Ow, ow. And all will be fine and well and dandy, and you don't have to worry about anything. We are on 115. That's real high. What's the nice level over here? The thing is, it's nice to descend this, but to ascend it is awful. I forget what I'm supposed to do all the time. It's that Gen Alpha, Gen Z brain. I feel like it's the ADHD more so. Wow. That was a lot of water noises. Okay, well, this hill is dumb. And I think I'm gonna decimate it. But I casually have no room in my pockets to do so. We're gonna do it anyways. Right now. My mom's doing, she's practicing doing improv for jazz on her trumpet right now. And what she just did sounded like Elmo's World. I don't know how much you guys can hear. I know sometimes I've watched my VODs back and it's like very faintly in the background. It usually is just when I'm talking, you hear it as my mic is going. But if I'm not talking, like, it doesn't get picked up at all. So, I don't know. I actually asked my parents to get tested for autism and ADHD a while back, but I don't think they ever set up an appointment. But both of them, my dad mostly, told me that he didn't think I had either. Well, I don't know, man. Parents aren't always right. I mean, I'm not formally diagnosed with anything but auditory processing disorder because back when my parents were getting me tested when I was 7, they actually kind of refused to have the results of my autism assessment done. Like, they were like, actually, I know we did it, but I don't want to see it. So, though, to be fair, times have changed. It's been 15 years since then. And we're slowly getting my parents used to the idea that maybe, my family has ADHD, and that's just how that works. Sometimes. But yeah. But also, like, if you don't feel the need to, like, if you're not struggling with it, any of the symptoms, then you don't necessarily need a diagnosis. And also, if you know how to get accessibility on your own, like how to accommodate for yourself really well, and you are low support needs, you don't necessarily need to go through that whole process. But it can also be quite helpful at the same time. Why is this terrain so weird? I think I'm gonna just get rid of even more. I have a lot of dirt. I don't need to worry about picking up all this dirt. It feels like it's really dark. Oh, you know what? I bet you my gamma's all the way down. Where is it? Yes, it is. All my settings got reset when I, swapped from CurseForge to Modrinth, and I keep forgetting which things I always change. One of them being brightness. because it is hard to see your Minecraft when you got a ring light in your face. Hello, Will. How you doing? What else? Oh, I realized I went on a whole rant about whether or not you should get tested before reading the next messages. Which is why I asked to get tested. I can't really hear it, but I'm not wearing headphones. That's good. Where are you? There you are. I'm trying to read chat, but then I'm being attacked. Oh, wait a minute. I have a sleeping bag. Let's spend the money to get you tested, but not check the results. Yeah, I don't know the full story. Who knows? It was literally my sister told me that. I thought I just never got tested for it. So, yeah. I feel like it would be helpful to know in general. I feel like my parents would actually consider some of my behaviors and symptoms instead of something that needs to be fixed. Yeah. That's the thing too, like, obviously my family's like super chill about it because to them all the symptoms are just like very normal things because we kind of have it genetically. So it's not quite as difficult in that light. But also, I'm pretty low support needs myself, so, like, I don't generally need a formal diagnosis that much in terms of getting people to accommodate me outside of stuff. Still would be nice to have. I'm just kind of at the point where I don't care enough. I might get it later in my life, who knows. I had another thought I was gonna say, but I can't remember it right now. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, like in school, I was formally diagnosed with auditory processing disorder, which was really the thing that I needed accommodations for, so I didn't really mind quite so much for that because I could get the accommodations I needed in that regard. Yeah, I forget. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember what it was. What else have I missed? I get overwhelmed sometimes when I go out sometimes and not be able to talk properly, and my dad will just get upset. Yeah. That was always a problem for me for a while because, like, my mom would get very confused why I, like, could not handle grocery stores. But nowadays, we just kind of slowly got her used to the idea of it over time, and now she accommodates me and my siblings very well for that sort of thing. So, there's different, like, strategies and ways to go about it. But yeah, if it's the easiest way is to just get a formal diagnosis, then 100% support that. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not formally diagnosed, but I got diagnosed by peer review. I had 4 different people who were formally diagnosed with autism over the course of 6 months ask me in a "you definitely are" sort of tone, "You're autistic, right?" So, that's fact. I don't need a diagnosis to know for sure at that point. But yeah, it would be helpful for accommodations, but I don't, at least so far right now in the job I've been getting, like, I don't really need it. Probably when I get, like, different kind of job, I'll be good. Hello, I'm alive and getting some pretzels in me. Good job. Good. Well, you've got it, so I don't know why I'm blaming you for this. This is entirely my own creation, but I've gotten in the habit of saying good boy to, like, everybody, but mostly you, and I'm trying not to do that, because that's weird. But the urge I get sometimes to just be like, good boy, to you is very dumb. There's so many blocks. Oh, it's Benji. Hello, Benji. How are you doing today? Everybody's stopping by my chat. I will have an event announcement soonish if the Raxical will message me back. But also, I will probably do that after stream because there's a graphic I want to make for the announcement for the new event coming up. So I probably won't make that graphic on stream. I mean, I guess I could. But, you know, probably not. Just got back from a cruise. Fun. What kind of cruise was it? Like a nasty one or a fun one? That's a bad question. My family doesn't really do cruises much. We've always kind of... My family kind of goes on vacation for the sake of, like, learning about the place we go to. But it's also, like, my family goes kind of crazy. We call my dad a camel because of it. He does very camel-y things. He'll have breakfast, and that's it for the day, and then the rest is just walking to different places to, like, go to museums and learn things and stuff like that. So yeah, what kind of cruise was it? My parents have recently gone on a couple cruises, that were a little different, so they, like, were traveling between places in Europe that let them, like, stop at places and then go to the museums, sort of thing. So that's kind of what I mean by bad cruise versus good cruise. But I've never been on a cruise myself. I don't think I'd enjoy it. I can get pretty motion sick. I'm usually alright on boats, but you never know. It's one of those hit or miss things for me. Exude is so pro? Oh, it's Exude saying it. I was like, why are we just randomly bringing up Exude in my chat and is Exude saying it? Hello, Exude! What? Everybody's here today to just watch me terraform and build a bridge. Hey, guys. But maybe, just maybe at the end of the stream, if a certain Raxical messages me back, I will announce the next event on the Arctic SMP. Ooh! So exciting! Can these go away? I don't like these blocks here. I feel like I don't really need accommodations for that much, especially when it comes to school, because I'm a very fast test taker. And I mostly get A's in advanced courses. Yeah. My sister was the same sort of way. She had no clue she, was neurodivergent in any sort of way, disabled in any sort of way, because, like, she'd get, like, 98 averages and stuff. And it wasn't until she went to university and, actually her social life is what changed. And, like, the friends she had changed, obviously, because you go to university, there's different people around you. And suddenly, like, the people she was meeting weren't just, like, automatically accommodating to her social needs, which in elementary and high school, all of her classmates and friends were like, she's kind of weird, but, like, she's our weird person, so we're gonna take care of her. And then, yeah, it was her going to university and stuff that made her go, there's a problem here. So yeah, it's an interesting thing. And yeah, she's not really interested in looking for a diagnosis because she's very academically smart and she's probably gonna be a professor, so she doesn't really need it for work accommodations or anything. But yeah, if you're going into a field that isn't gonna be necessarily super accommodating to what you need, then it is pretty important to get the diagnosis, because then you can go to the government and be like, hey, my employer needs to do this, this, and this, and then your employer has to do this, this, and this. Usually you don't have to go to government first. Hopefully your employer will just, like, look at what you need and do it, but sometimes you have to be like, hey, my employer's not doing it, you know? But yeah, if you're super academically good, and it works well for how your brain works, and then you go into academics as your career, like, you don't necessarily need a diagnosis. But also, if you want one, get one. I'm just talking on buy needs in society kind of basis right now, but like, if you want one, get one. Also, if you can afford one. Academic type autism. You change colors. I'm here helping drill it in more because I'm not genetically related to you, but she has seen so much of my autism. It's kind of funny, but I'm really bad at doing schoolwork. Schoolwork at home. But I lock in so hard when I'm at school. Yeah, that's probably just like an atmospheric thing. I had like certain classes where like the way the teacher ran the classroom, I could not for the life of me get any work done. But then like once I talked to the teacher and we like sorted out my accommodations, then like I was getting high 80s. It's really all about like having the right like atmosphere going on for how your brain works, stuff like that. Yeah. It's kind of like having 0 battery at home and then having 75% battery at school. Oh, I jumped. And occasionally makes me fall asleep. I mean, like, also, if you're using your 75% battery at school, and then you go home and you're finding there's no battery in there, it's kind of because you used it, too. I know I have one friend who, she always struggles because her family has a certain expectation of, like, chores when you're home. And she struggles with that because she'll use her entire battery when she's out in the world, and then she'll come back, and her family wants her to start doing her chores immediately instead of resting and then doing her chores. It could go either way. It's just like the way her family prioritizes things. It's chores first, then rest. But she kind of needs the rest first, then chores. Like, she can get the same amount of work done. It's the way the brain works, you know? Was it a nasty cruise? Yeah. I kind of wish there was hangout places near my house that I could go and do work, but my parents don't like going out. I don't have siblings, and I only have my driver's permit right now. Yeah. Third spaces, man. You need them. You know, every once in a while, the foxes terrify me. My dream in life, if I can one day become like almost a billionaire or something like that, like obviously you need several $1 million for what I'm about to talk about, so not just a millionaire with lots of millions. I want to start like a rec center sort of thing, but it's not quite a rec center, called Third Space. That's just like an open space with a bunch of resources that like youths can take advantage of. And yeah, it would just function as like a skills learning place, as a like connections community based place, a resources place, stuff like that. Have like little sessions on how to beef up your resume, practice practice interviews and stuff, but also like there just being like a gaming lounge and like a kitchen and a bunch of stuff like that, and also like a place that just like has a bunch of beds and stuff in case any like homeless youths or youths from like less safe households and stuff can come and just like stay the night if they need to. I've written like a whole note in my notes apps of a bunch of like ideas I have for that. But yeah, that's kind of a dream for me. If I can get like the sort of resources you need to start that sort of place. And the reason I say it's not quite a rec center is because, well, it's mixed with like a community center, but also like I don't want people to have to pay like a subscription or anything to be there. I want it to be completely free if I can. A very philanthropic thing, which means I need enough money to be able to do philanthropic things. But yeah, big dream of mine I want to do at some point. Because, like, because of capitalism, like, we've lost so many third spaces for youths. Like, even the mall nowadays, like, in the 80s, you'd go to the mall as, like, a hangout spot, but now, like... Oh no! Teens and stuff will get, like, kicked out of malls for, like, being there and not buying stuff, you know? So we need some third spaces desperately, and I wanna do that. I know I'd be missing so much chat just ranting about this. I'm not used to there being so many chat messages, guys. You get me talking, and I have to scroll up, and I love you guys so much. Ah! Okay, where's the footy steps, though? I didn't scream because of the footy steps. Well, I'm out of dirt. Anyways, this is the Y level I think I want to be at. So what is this Y level? 104. Chill. Wee! Wee! If you have good public transportation where you are, I definitely recommend learning how it works. Yes. I was so scared of public transport before university, and then I kind of had to... I'm so good at running. I had to force myself to learn it, and once I got comfortable with it, it was wonderful. Very scary at first. Especially if you're, like, neurodivergent. I feel like that's super freaky. I don't like that... Why is the bus number and the route number different? Why would you design that way? And it's everywhere, and I'm sure there's a reason, a good, valid reason for why you do that. But it annoys me greatly. It was 104, right? I think it was. Here in Florida, it's not great here. Why am I making a bridge? Because everybody complains about scaling my mountain, and I know most people can teleport now, but I want to do a fancy bridge from here to there. Yep, that's my plan. Oh, I got jumped again. Where was the question? Nasty cruise. Why are you making bridge? Florida, unfortunate. America has good public transport. Oh, I don't think. Yeah, you gotta be in a nice... You gotta be in a big city. New York, phenomenal. My shovel's dying. I wasn't breathing, guys. I wasn't breathing. I'm just gonna stick some diamonds in here. I can't be bothered to use the bending right now. What was I talking about? Yeah, New York's pretty good, but in general, like, the Americas suck. Because of, like, colonization and stuff. I need, like, chests, I think. My brain's not working. Dump you in here. That's not meant to be in there, but I don't care right now. Whacker. What was I talking about? Yeah, so, like, colonization stuff, we came over, right when basically cars were getting big. Not right when cars were getting big, but we developed alongside cars. So, North America is very based on, like, cities based off cars rather than based off any other form of transportation. So, yeah. Guys, I needed diamonds. I have a bunch of them because of my new shop, Rock Your Socks Off. So, I'm not too worried about kind of wasting them. Oh, right. I have no enchantment levels. Well, we're taking a walk to Will's house, guys. Let's go. While we walk there, I'm going to blindly run and try to read chat. That's why I prefer smaller countries when it comes to geographics, because they have very effective transport. Yeah. But at the same time, a lot of the smaller countries are kind of better because they tend to be older in how they've developed their transport and stuff. So, I'm just blindly running and assuming I know generally where Will's house is. That fish tried to get me. I was thinking about being I was thinking of being an independent artist on Etsy and doing something with literature on the side for a career mostly. That's pretty good. I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but it's something you really gotta perfect and work on marketing. Because it's hard to make it in such a well, it's hard to make it in anything, but yeah, as independent artists, authors, anything independent and creative, you kind of gotta get a good skill in marketing yourself. So that's shopping district. I have missed his house. I have not. It's there. 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 Oh, I'm standing right next to it. I am a silly Billy. But yeah, my main advice would be get good at marketing, learn as much as you can about it, and prove to the world you can do it. These guys are very loud. Why you got no sticks? Okay, well. That's all my sticks. That did nothing for me. Why are they so loud? Also, why do you have a bunch of loose men? Go away, you're too loud. Yeah, school lighting is always awful. I'm just gonna skip over a bunch of this because I'm a bit behind on chat. Oh no, it jumped. You could always pitch your idea to someone else and have them do it. They do it wrong. It's not a bad thing if he's watching stream and I thieve, is it? What's the best thing for me to get a bunch of XP? What's super cheap? I'm doing nothing well. I realized I collected a bunch when I stood next to him. Ooh, lanterns? Does anyone have, like, the kind of lanterns I want? I doubt it. I feel like they'll all just have normal lanterns. What was that awful buzzing noise? I don't know if that's just in my ear. How rude. Obviously, if you did it yourself, you'd have more control over it overall. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Obviously, like, doing it, I'd have to get a loan from a bank and stuff like that, and all the investors and things. So they would have some say in it. That's just how business works. Business. But yeah, I want as much control as possible. There we go. It's so loud. Did I collect all of the bits? I think so. But now we'll teleport to the meat grinder. So I think I can. Which is also really loud. I don't know what this is. It's also really loud. So loud. I'm legitimately turning down my headset. Oh, nice silence. Nice, lovely silence that only you guys have to suffer through the noise now. Oh no, there's a bot! How horrendous. How sad. Yapper fun. I don't really have a lot of people talking in general. Yeah, I do not mind. I'm not hitting any of these. I enjoy a very active chat. I just easily get behind because I get ranting. America was kind of built on industrialization, which is ironic because we get most of our products from China nowadays. Well, you see, the thing is, America was built on slavery, not industrialization. And what they did is they had slaves to support industrialization in Britain. So then when we stopped doing that, we no longer had the things we needed to be part of that system. So then we had all the money, but none of the resources, and then now we get our resources from other places. Yay, fun industrialization history class. Yeah. Yep. Very fun. It'll probably be fine, there's only like 2 cliffs on your way to my house. I got there! It was fine. I'm taking business class right now, so it'll probably help. Yes. Yes, it will. I took marketing in high school. I just got a spam text calling me mom, guys. Anyways, I took a marketing class in high school, and it was honestly just amazing for my general skills. For like layouts, colors, all that sort of thing, helped a lot. But yeah, in general, if you can figure out like the best ways to do social media posts, things like that, all the different marketing things, how to figure out what your target audience is and take spam from there. Very good skills for if you're trying to go into the self-made independent business artsy things. Because it's the exact same for content creation, right? Here's you know, there's Deep Dark where you can mine skulls. I do, but the meat grinder is so nice. The meat grinder is wonderful. Enigma made the meat grinder. They're gonna have normal lanterns, but you can get golden carrots. I didn't pay enough attention in order to do that, so woe is me. Let's heal this while we're here too. We'll get a bunch of it. I got murdered at the wedding, so I lost all my XP. So many villages, yeah. Slavery was a bad thing. It was. I don't know how it took so long to abolish it. Well, when you found an entire nation's culture and identity upon being better than people of color, then it becomes an issue trying to remove yourself from that. So that's why, like, honestly, that's what has led to what's happening in the United States right now. Is you have this whole identity of white people, which is solely based on being better than people of color. I've taken courses in this stuff. So I'm not, just to clarify, I'm not making baseless things. And so then it develops into this thing where, like, in modern times, we've been doing so much to deconstruct this. How do you be a white person, right? And it's because it doesn't exist. I mean, Italians and the Irish were not considered white until fairly recently. Jewish people were not considered white until after World War II. Like, it's a whole made-up thing. And so, yeah, when the American dream, this identity, is founded upon this idea that whiteness is the standard, but you can no longer define it in a certain way, you get things like white supremacy. And it makes it just so much harder to deconstruct that in people's minds. Which is why, like, even the good white people, back when they were trying to abolish slavery, couldn't fully commit to the idea. Because how are you... like, who are you at that point? Culturally, like, what is your identity other than your colonial status? And that's why, like, there's, like, kind of two different movements right now of, like, should colonial white people of Canada, Australia, America, stuff like that, identify with their ancestral roots. Because obviously, if I went to Scotland and I went, hey, I'm Scottish, all the Scottish people would go, what the hell are you talking about? But at the same time, that is my ancestral route, and I have cultural things that have come from Britain and Scotland. So I'm not British and Scottish fully culturally, but it is heavily influenced by that. So yeah, there's two things going on right now where it's like, you're crazy and stupid, why would you identify that? Just identify as Canadian. But also, like, the Canadian white identity is founded on whiteness. And what is whiteness? It's not real. So I kind of go for the thing of, obviously, I'm not, like, Scottish, I'm not British, but culturally, ethnically, I am. And it's important to acknowledge that, since we kind of live in the state we live in, you know, of the world. And if you're gonna move forwards and still keep this cultural identity, because whiteness isn't without culture, it's not without ethnicity. So, like, yeah, you gotta, like, be aware of that and acknowledge it if you want to deconstruct all of these, like, systems of, like, power and systems of, the word starts with D, and I can't think of it right now. It's gone. Anomia completely. But yeah, there's my quick lesson on deconstructing white supremacy. Have I missed anything? Oh, I watched some stuff on Wuzet-chan earlier. That lady was crazy. Yeah, she's crazy. She's great, but a little wild. It's still going. It's also like getting stuck. There we go. Okay, I should turn up my headset. Oh, I didn't say hi to Exude. I didn't say hi to my guy. I'm really concerned at how aggressive that is every time I go past it, and I don't know what it is. But it sounds like a bunch of kicked puppies. I needed dirt, didn't I? Interesting. I'm like 50% Italian and whatever's on my dad's side. Yeah. Dort. Is that enough? Probably not. Let's grab more dort. It actually probably is. Let me out! Those were armadillos? Okay. Well, cause, yeah, the meat grinder, like the actual old machine, doesn't quite sound like that. So I assumed it was also another armadillo contraption, but it's like it's an alarming version. Should I go back over there, or should I just start terraforming this? What level is 104? Oh dear. It's quite down here. Meat grinders usually have zombies, so they're always balled up. Ah. Well, I feel like it's the new box that's doing it. This doesn't look like it's level with that, but I guess we'll believe it. I don't know what I'm doing here. What was said here? Yes. The thing is, it doesn't really matter. Even people of color subscribe to white supremacy sometimes because they've been so thoroughly colonized. You never know. I mean, we have the whole issue right now with a bunch of white supremacist Jewish people. That's how and then I forget the term immediately. Zionism has come to exist. It is just, yeah, Jewishness being entrenched in white supremacy. It's crazy. It's wild how these things are formed. It's so nice and easy to get up here. Let's fill this in. Yeah. Okay, I am caught up with chat. Look at that. I'm so good and epic and awesome. Why? Yeah. Bridge time. This is not bridge time, this is terraforming still. I don't know why I said bridge time. No, I gave you more to read, get to work. No! That's okay. My grandparents are starting to get older now, and I don't really know how to feel, because it's hard to sympathize with people who hold beliefs that put a specific skin color on a pedestal, but they're also your family. Yeah, it can be complicated like that. I think it's really, what you want to make of it. I mean, just because you're blood relatives doesn't necessarily mean you have to... I wanted this to be a straight bridge. Maybe I do make it a straight bridge and then there's just like a weird staircase here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do because this is too low. Yeah, that's the plan. Right, I was gonna fill this in a bit. Whee! But yeah, I think it's fully what you make of it. You can try to educate them, but if they're getting pretty old, then like, it might not really matter anyways, stuff like that. So, I don't know. I have lucked out that my grandparents are actually relatively chill in the manner of being that being what's the word, oppressive, but not that. Anyways, they are not, well, obviously it's entrenched in our society. Everybody's technically a little racist and homophobic and all these things because these systems, misogynistic, these systems are in place. They're going to be heavily internalized. But I have lucked out that my grandparents have like grown up like surrounded by certain movements. So like my grandparents on my mom's side like grew up like where the civil rights movement in Ontario was like mostly centralized. So they're kind of more aware in terms of just being able to... Oh, I have no more dirt. How could this have happened to me? Anyways. I'm gonna keep terraforming this, so then we're at least at somewhat of a closer level. And then yeah, my grandparents on my dad's side actually like hung out and played sports with people of color and stuff like that. So like it is a little different for my family, but also like they are the age that they are and do say off-color things sometimes, and you have to be like, yo, don't do that. But we're all humans, we're all learning and growing. You gotta find where your values are and try to work off of them. One of the best things I've ever learned is if you go and see generally how different generations and people on different sides of the political spectrum place their values, you can generally actually have a pretty solid conversation with people if you adjust how you're saying things to reflect how they see their values. Which is really complicated to explain. There's like a chart somewhere on the internet you can look at that's pretty good. I'm not describing it super well. But also, like, yeah, it's mostly the systems. Like, everything's super systemic, right? So you gotta, like, fight those. Because if people feel like this is just how the world is and stuff, like, it's gonna be a whole lot harder to change their minds. Especially, like, systems make things seem invisible. So people are a lot less likely to understand that the, like, true extent of everything that's happening. I don't know, that happened to me too, Exude, when I walked past Slimy's Beacon one time. I don't know. It's a broken achievement. But yeah. The systems, you gotta fight them. You gotta form your community, and you gotta keep each other, responsible and accountable. That's the word I was looking for, actually. All that crazy stuff. Ironically, with Slimy's Beacon. I think Slimy's Beacon just kind of does that, man. It takes over you and decides that you birthed it. Yeah, you birthed it. You're its parent now. We all owe Slimy child support. I don't know what this bit is. That's the best thing about a Teddy stream. We flip through social issues to you birthed that beacon, man. That's your problem now. I don't think men are physically capable of that. Some are. And you never know. Have you ever had a, x-ray on... It's not called an x-ray. What's the thing where they scan your stomach area? If you've never had that, you never know 100%. Human bodies are weird, man, and genetics like to do wild stuff. Why is there a bat? Anyways. I'd like to live by the idea that you choose family and are not bound to people when you're born in it. It's a little hard to put into practice, opposed to just saying it. Yeah. I think that's true. You choose your family, and you can choose if the family you have are the people you support and are your family. And sometimes, though, even if people suck, you want to have a village. Sometimes you need a village. And if your village kind of sucks, but at least it supports you in some way, you've got to deal with it and have that village while you can. That doesn't mean it'll be your village forever. But people aren't designed for anything, but most certainly not to be alone. We are a community-based species. So, make of it what you will. You need people in your corner. Sometimes those people aren't 100% great all the time. But who is? But also, you're allowed to make that decision who you stick by and stuff like that. It's all very nuanced, really. I also feel like we can't judge each other for that sort of thing. Like, if you have certain family members who are bad, but you have to have that village with them, nobody can judge you for that. obviously, it's probably... Oh my gosh! Hello! That's not my axe. Go away! You know what, I'm just gonna run. In a circle. You baby yummy. But yeah. You're free now, chicken, you're free! Chicken Jackie, yes I know. Ah, you made me say it. Yeah, I ate all the dirt. It's cause I'm a wiggly worm. Nice. I just remembered I serenaded you the other day with Herman the Worm, didn't I? I kind of forgot about that. I was very tired. Which is why I serenaded you with Herman the Worm, but I did it on Will's stream. Yeah, you birthed it. Ultrasound. Ultrasound! Yeah. You never know if you have birthing capabilities until you've had an ultrasound and confirmed. I mean, if you don't have an exit portal, that's kind of a problem. Sometimes I say things, and then I think about what I said, and I go, what the heck was... why? An exit portal, yep. That's... yeah. The end is open? No, it is not open yet. It will be soon. But not yet. Yeah. I think in the event we're gonna have soon, it is going to be part of that somewhat. I do have to discuss whether it will be or not. But at this moment in time, it will stay closed until I have confirmation on a couple things. I need a lighter flying around. It's like 60% of the reason I play survival in Minecraft. Well, it'll be soon. It will be for sure this month, but probably before that. And by this month, I mean the next, like, 28 days. But yeah, it'll be soon. I'm not... I want shulker boxes just as much as you guys want wings, so... It will be soon, I promise. But yeah, there's just certain things I want to happen before we open the end and have an end-busting event. I got this friend banana dessert. This fried! I was a bit curious, confused why you would befriend your banana dessert. This makes more sense now that I have read it again. I've got this fried banana dessert at a Thai place. Ooh, Thai. And I forgot what they were called, and I want more. I feel like you could probably look up, like, Thai fried banana dessert. I feel like that should be possible. Or look up the place you had it. I say this as if I think you haven't already done it. I'd assume you've probably done something like that already. I'm eating the dirt now, guys. Guys, I'm so excited to post the episode for Bloodbound tomorrow. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna be such a fun project. I hope it goes well over the next while as we do recordings for it. I also think, depending on how close I get to everybody in that crew, as it stands, I'm not, like, super close with anyone yet. But also, they keep doing things while I'm sleeping. And I'm like, no, the bonding activities, whatever shall I do? Yes. There's something wrapped and coated in honey and sesame seeds. It was so good. That sounds good. Other than sesame seeds. I don't like sesame seeds. But that's a texture issue for me. Really good at grinding in Minecraft. I feel like if I joined Big Surfer, I would have to trade for everything. Well, we got a shopping district. Destroy your sleep schedule? No. Not when there's an ongoing emergency. I like that I'm still referring to it as an emergency. It kind of is. It's a, Teddy doesn't know when Teddy's gonna have to suddenly up and go do things sort of thing. So it is an ongoing emergency. So I'm not destroying my sleep schedule right now. Maybe if it was a chiller time in my life, I'd be like, yeah, up till midnight a couple nights, that's fine. But right now, no. I tried looking up, I found a picture, but there's no description. No! I've discovered a hole. Hello, hole. Get filled. My shovel is dying again. I'd be a traveling merchant or something. That'd be cool. We got happy gas and stuff. If you watch Hermitcraft, that makes me think of when Impulse used the happy gas to make like a what's the ice cream truck? My brain was going ice cream van, and I was like, that's not right. He made an ice cream truck out of like enchanting stuff. It was pretty cool. Most servers you can get by doing nothing. Trust me, I've hardly done anything and I'm rich. And a married man. It is true. I haven't done much things and earned money for it as well, so... But also, I have the ability to go, oh, I'm such a cutie patootie, wouldn't you like to support me and give me diamonds and iron and things, and people will do it? But I think that might just be a me thing. I haven't done anything and I'm not rich. Well... You also have to be on the server doing nothing in order to get rich doing nothing. That's the difference. To be fair, you do get on vaguely frequently. My level. I have a bunch of levels now, so I'll just waste my diamonds. I tried speedrunning Minecraft a while ago with no experience, and I actually made it to Nether before dying to piglins because I didn't have any gold on me. Nice. I've never bothered speedrunning, but that's because I'm just not really into that sort of thing. Gameplay-wise. One. Bam bam. Getting rich on Minecraft is mostly mind games. Yes. Go down the ladder while I'm trying to read chat. Please, please! There we go. I've been speedrunning a lot lately. Have you done ranked matches? There's things you can do in this game that I've never tried. One of them is speedrunning. I'm not a competitive... I don't like joining competitions, so that's kind of why. I don't actually really have a proper Minecraft skin. I haven't played for a while. Whatever will you do? How will you develop a firm persona? Oops. That's not a requirement for the server. I don't even know what that means. Interesting. So much dirt. Save some for me. Oh, I have chests full of dirt. There's a reason I'm letting this dirt, just die. Despawn, there's the word. Is because I have many chests worth of dirt. And I don't care anymore. I will never need this much dirt ever in my life, and no, neither will anyone else who will ever want to borrow from me. Unless someone's doing mega terraining, but I'm pretty sure no one on this server is into terraining. So... It means under 37 minutes. Can't you just, like, say that? Sorry, that felt rude, actually. It feels like a dumb sport. And I say that as a person who doesn't like sports. So you can take it with a grain of salt. I'm not into that sort of thing. what's my chords? I don't care. I still have at least one more level to do. You'll eat it. Make dirt pizza. Filet mignon. Can you do that with dirt? I feel like that's gotta be a hard thing to do with dirt. They're official matches with a couple $1,000 prize pool. There also is in, like, football and soccer. And I have no interest in those. But that's a me thing. No need to consider it at all. My opinion is mine. It's different because it's Minecraft. I suppose. I couldn't care less about such things. I'm not even really all that into Minecraft championships anymore. I used to watch it and then I'd kind of be just bored the whole time. I don't know why I watched it. I'm not into, like, competitive sport style things, I guess. Which is kind of funny because I do have a bit of a competitive streak. But, you know, I watch Grian in his, like, really good days. I still watch Grian. If you change the chemical composition of dirt? Okay, sure. No, I mean for MCC. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, he still does MCC. But I guess I don't really watch his MCCs anymore either. I'm a big Grian fan. He's still someone I watch very regularly for his YouTube videos. But that's also, I'm a Life Series fan, so you kind of have to at that point. There's a guy on YouTube who changes the chemical comp of random items and turns it into food. How curious. If you like being competitive, you enjoy rank speed running. Yeah, but I don't enjoy being competitive. I am competitive. You know? I'm a prideful beast. That's what I am. Then you'll enjoy beating people in ranked speedrunning. But I don't wanna. Why would I do that when I could peacefully build and talk about white supremacy? Because that's always what you'd prefer to be doing in life, is it not? White supremacy is a possibility of men getting pregnant. Two very normal topics. And eating dirt. We do often talk about eating dirt. That is actually not a rarity on my streams. Usually, if I end up terraforming in any way, someone is going to bring up eating it. So, you know. You actually can eat some dirt some places. Sell clean dirt. Doesn't have to risk disease, parasites. I mean, I've ate dirt before. I ate grass. I once filled a bowl with grass and I climbed a tree so my parents couldn't get me and I ate it. True story. I love being competitive. I mostly, like, I guess I prefer doing things for the sake of everybody having fun. And if me getting competitive is going to ruin that, then I will just purposely ignore my competitiveness and make it so everybody has fun in their own way. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it further than that. I like to prioritize, like, my favorite thing is everybody having fun. So if it's a sort of thing where at the end of the day someone's gonna get upset, I don't like it. Obviously, a lot of people like competitions, and they're competitive in a way where, like, they don't mind losing. But I just don't want to do the emotional thing of dealing with that. There's a spider jockey. Whenever we do Quizlet or Kahoot in school, you better believe I'm getting first place every time. I try to get first place, but the problem is I have a delayed processing speed. That guy looks nasty. So I can get top 5, but I usually can't actually get, first in Kahoot. Not cut out for speedrunning, my brain don't work that fast. You might either. This is actually coming together quite well. I don't think we're gonna have too much of a staircase. There's a lot of creepers around here, and it's concerning. I guess I'll go to the thing again, and then just continuously teleport back and forth when I want to save this shovel, because it keeps dying too fast. Ow, ow. Turn off my headset again. Lovely. We low-key shared brain stuff. The only run I did was that one run I spoke about. For funsies. I'm not cut out for speedrunning. Yeah, I don't think I'd be cut out for speedrunning. I think I wouldn't care enough about that sort of thing. Like, I'm competitive, but I'm not... It's just not something I'm really into. I feel like if I know something really well, I can recall it super fast. But if it's a topic I'm not sure about and haven't really mastered, I gotta stop and think. My issue is pressing the button quickly. So, like, a lot of people, like, they just see the color and they hit it. But, like, for me, I see the color, I know what the thing is, I want to confirm, yes, that's the right color, click, sort of thing. Because I can't process it very fast. Also, thank you for the hydrator dihydrate. I guess it was a good thing I added hydrator dihydrate right before a bunch of new chatters came who were gonna get me to yap all the time. Usually I'm pretty good at staying hydrated myself, but if you guys get me going on a topic, I kind of have a bad habit of I don't breathe during the punctuation of a sentence, I breathe at the end of a thought. It's something I've always done, and it's a silly thing to do, but it's just naturally how my cadence is. But that is why sometimes at the end of paragraphs you'll hear me go, because I was not breathing. It's a silly boy activity, and you think after streaming for as long as I have been and getting used to commentating, I would have, like, worked that out of how I speak? Nope. Me reminding me to hydrate reminded me that I have drink cat tea. What flavor tea is it? I really like tea. I'm a big tea drinker. I've already had 4 cups of tea today, but I don't drink tea usually when I'm streaming because it'll make me have to pee in the middle. And if I can sit through a 2-hour stream without having to pause, it's pretty good for chat retention. So I avoid it if I can. So sometimes, like in the summer, I'll get the big iced teas. Those are good. Like oolong. I like oolong on occasion. Sometimes it's a little ricey for me. So yeah, I think it's good. I like it when you go to like a nice like cafe and stuff that has like a good variety of tea and they know how to make it well. But otherwise, like, I try to get oolong at home, and I think it's probably just because it's at a different, like, boiling point than I have my thing set to. But I don't love it. all the time. Regular black tea. There's so many different black teas. Orange pekoe, English breakfast, which one? I will have a pot of English breakfast in the morning, and then usually one or both of my parents have a pot of orange pekoe on the go, so I'll steal one mug of orange pekoe, like, later morning. Like, basically just before noon. Then, in the afternoon, I will drink some green tea if I want more caffeine, or jasmine if I want less caffeine. I'm a big... Hello? I'm a big, big fan of jasmine tea. It's probably my favorite. I'll also make myself, like, not quite London fogs. I call them not quite London fogs because I don't bother to put, like, vanilla in them. But and I don't steam my milk. So I'll just put sugar and milk in it and be like, this is my kind of London fog. Yay! So I make those all the time. I like Earl Grey tea, but only when it's sweetened. I want it like that sort of vibe. I've gotten schnorfly. What tea? I was talking about tea. I also like myself like a ginger chai at some point in the day if I'm in the mood for something a little spicier. And then I won't drink anything caffeinated after 7 p.m. But that tends to depend on what I'm doing in the evening, if I even have something caffeinated after like 4 p.m. I only have caffeine after 4 p.m. if I have plans in the evening. Otherwise, like, I go fully decaffeinated or like herbal at that point. Oh, we've been talking a lot about tea while I was ranting about tea. I also have green tea, jasmine tea, lotus leaf tea, hibiscus watermelon tea, or mango peach tea, chamomile tea, though I don't really drink that one a lot. I think I'm allergic to chamomile, so I don't drink it. It makes my tongue itchy, and so my mom and Will banned me from drinking it. Also vanilla tea, interesting. I don't know, the place I go to just said tea. Oh, well, it's probably orange pekoe then. Most places who just say black tea are selling you orange pekoe. English breakfast is stronger. It's like slightly more acidic, but yeah, it's more caffeinated than orange pekoe. Though I do tend to like, I do like the taste of orange pekoe a little bit more. I realize the bridge is going to be right here, so I probably want to bring it a tad closer. Most places in the US default to black tea, English breakfast, or something along those lines. Yeah. I didn't have much to say. I really hate sweet tea, though. Sweet tea in the States is just like sweet iced tea. Oh. Hello. Hi. I wasn't expecting to look up and just see you there. Are you no Mike?
I've been standing here for maybe like 5 minutes now.
I can't hear you talking. Let me relog. Yeah, I like sweet tea depending. Like, I have to be in the mood for it. But also, like, I like sweet tea specifically as in, like, Arizona iced tea type sweet tea. I don't know how specific iced tea in the US is, depending on where you are. I'm the kind of person that's against putting sugar or any kind in any tea. Okay, speak.
Hello?
Yeah, I still can't hear you. Wait a minute. I had my headset turned down. Speak again.
Hello?
Hello. I forgot I turned off my headset, at the meat grinder.
Genius.
Yes, I'm so
I've been
smart.
standing here for like maybe 5 minutes now.
Really?
Yes!
I just
I
ignored
even
you.
said in chat at some point, like, this is some insane tunnel vision.
Well, that was recently. That was recently.
Yeah, but it's been like 2 minutes at this point.
I'm a silly boy. I'm mostly reading chat. I'm not looking at my surroundings. We're talking about tea. I like to add sugar to some teas. It depends if they're like bitter or not. I feel like green tea shouldn't have sugar in it. But if I'm like making like a latte-esque tea, then I want sugar in it.
I mean,
Or
I
if
don't
it's a
really
bitter
like
black
tea in
tea.
general.
I'm a big tea person. That's what we inherited from the like quarter British side of the family. Why are we talking about Panda Express? I
Light.
didn't like Panda Express as a child, but I'm terraforming. But also I really hated soy sauce for a long time. Like, I really hated the taste of it. Now I can tolerate it better, but I think it gives me stomach aches.
I think all children kind of just dislike soy sauce at first. It's really something that just has to go on you.
Yeah, but we had soy sauce, like, often, and I was like, no. And my sisters didn't mind it for quite as long as I did. But I've been expanding my tastes a lot. Not super recently, but like starting around like 4 or 5 years ago. I've been trying to be less picky. My problem is I mostly have texture issues. But yeah, I think there is potential that I might be like legitimately sensitive to soy sauce, because recently whenever I've been having ramen I get a stomach ache.
Does soy sauce in ramen?
Have what?
Why do you put soy sauce in ramen?
Sometimes it's part of the broth, depending. It depends on the flavor of ramen you have.
I mean, fair, I guess.
But yeah, sometimes it's mixed in with the broth. But no, mostly, like, Thai food, like a Thai stir-fry. It will make my tummy hurt, and then the specific, ramen packs my mom got, which I'm pretty sure had soy sauce in the, broth base, were giving me a tummy ache, but no confirmation on that matter. I haven't bothered to track it. I have a bed I can sleep in.
Yeah, I have a pillow, safe one.
I have a sleeping bag. What is happening? There we go.
Zombies.
Soy sauce is good if you know how to use it. Yeah, that's the thing, like, I do like the taste of it now. But I just get a tummy ache sometimes. And that makes it hard to like it. Ah, I didn't pick up my thing. I was confused what was happening. Use a moderation thing. Definitely use a moderation. Yeah. What I really like is, I've been trying a lot of Asian fusion dessert places. I said it. There was one Asian fusion dessert place where I went to university, and I really liked it there. And I want to find more, but there's none within, I think, 3 hours of where I live now. And I'm so sad. But I discovered I really like sago, if you've ever had it.
I've never even heard of it.
They're kind of like mochi, but like little mochi balls, but smaller. They're very good. And the place I go, they'd put them in like a fruit smoothie dish with a bunch of the tiny Sago balls, and then like slightly bigger but still tinier than usual like mochi balls. It is very good. I got the strawberry one. I think I would die if there was any food I couldn't eat. I love food. Yeah. Is this... What level are we on? 110. Yeah, I think this is fine. So I want to clean this up.
Is it like new every screen, like just a version thing, or is it like something we added to this, or
The what?
the like F3 screen being like a lot smaller?
Oh, oh, I took a screenshot. I don't know. It could be either. I feel like it's probably a version thing, because I can't think of what mod would do that we have.
I feel like they've just removed a lot of stuff that you just kind of really need for like speedrunning and stuff. Like I can't even open the pie chart or anything.
I feel like they probably have put it in a different location is all. Because they don't usually outright remove that sort of thing. But I wouldn't really know particularly.
Yeah, fair.
Oops. Have I missed anything? The novels I tend to read originally in Chinese are occasionally they'll mention food that sounds good. Yes. That's been my thing. I've been watching like so many Thai shows recently. And they always have scenes, obviously, where they're going out and eating food and stuff, and I'm like peering at it like, what is that? I want to try that, especially when they're having the desserts. I'm always jealous of desserts. My family aren't big dessert people. And I have a bit of a sweet tooth, not as big as most people. That's actually kind of why I like Asian desserts so much, is they tend to be less on the sweet side. Because, yeah, I can't tolerate super, super sweet things. But I do crave me a good dessert. Like, all the time. No!
Umami desserts are just like way better. They just like too sweet is just not tasty at that point.
I think it depends to me, because like I generally can't handle super, super sweet things, but I do love butter tarts, which are like really sweet. Alright, we can finally get onto the actual bridge. Here. We'll go here for now. What don't we have in America? Oh, just the foods. Osmanthus jelly sounds good. I feel like you could probably find them in Asian markets. And mooncakes. I have actually had mooncakes. One of my friends in university, she prepared a bunch of stuff for Chinese New Year, and her mom sent her home with like a bunch of mooncakes. And that was just, she lived in a different province. She didn't like live in China. So she brought them from a Asian food store in British Columbia. So if British Columbia's got mooncakes, I'm sure you can find them somewhere in America. Just probably not that easy to find. But yeah, the mooncakes were very good. You only really eat them during Mid-Autumn Festival, but still. Oh, I think I've mixed that up. We did Chinese New Year and we did Mid-Autumn Festival. I think we had them for Mid-Autumn Festival. I have a bit of a sweet tooth as well, but I have a low sugar tolerance, so I don't usually get tummy ache very quickly when I eat American sweets. Or I do usually. I had 6 or 7 pieces, no pun intended, of Halloween candy on Halloween and ended up lying on my friend's floor at 8 p.m. because my tummy hurt. I've had a mooncake before, but they're hard to find. Yeah, I don't know. I've never gone out of my way to find mooncakes because I didn't like them enough to be like, yes, this all the time, like I did with Sago. Move it, Buster. Or I'll go around you. I can do that too. Okay, I am caught up with the chat. Yeah. There's a new Asian food grocery store kind of close to where I live, so I've been getting a bunch of like steam buns and mochi from them. So good. I don't know if it's gonna start here or not.
It starts here. I've decided.
Oh, okay. I feel like, how thick do I want it? Probably like 5, and then... like this? Oh, I want to be on that, don't I? Well, we'll do that in a second. Steam buns. Oh, you've said a lot. I always get Daifuku. I've read that so many times in my life, and I've never actually figured out how to pronounce it. When I go to the Asian market. I can get a 6-pack for a pretty okay price. Steam buns, yeah. I get a bunch of, like, big packs of, like, tiny ones. So I can get 12 that are, like, this size. And then my mom has a steam oven. So I steam them and they're great in the steam oven. And it's nice and easy. Specifically red bean paste ones because, well, I'm pescatarian, so I can't eat the pork ones. That'll give me a bad tummy ache. And I really like sweet red bean paste. It is so good. I will have that in my mochi, and I'll have that in my steam buns. I like you putting, like, a full recipe in my chat, basically. Oh, you know what I've always wanted? You know the, like, I don't know what they're called, but, like, the Japanese, rice ball things that have, like, the dried seaweed and the dates in them? I've always felt like those must be really tasty. That's mostly because I really like sticky rice, though. So I don't know. But yeah, I've never had those before, and I've always thought that must be a really good snack. Ah, yeah. Onigiri. They look so appetizing. Well, we got a bridge shape. Where did Zoot go? You fell. That was great timing. I'll tell him when he gets back up. Should I do it with ice? I want, like, chonks. like the bridge supports, like a chonky bridge support. One in the middle, and then one on either side, I guess. But I don't know how I want to do it. I don't know why I'm speaking in a slight accent. Now I have Do It by Stray Kids stuck in my head. That's gonna happen legitimately every single time that I say do it for the next forever. Hello. It was really funny as soon as I, like, looked up and went, where did Zoot go? You said that you fell in chat.
Yeah, I was waiting for, like, comedic timing, to be honest.
don't really know what I'm trying to do here. Oh. I've been craving those a lot lately too. They're really good chest. I gotta try them sometime. I don't know where I can get them though. I have absolutely no clue. And I immediately put the block back. I realized doing the design with ice is gonna make it, like, awkwardly slippy in some areas.
If they fall, it's not your selection.
Well, there will be, things at some point.
Nah.
A pattern to end all patterns. There's men coming. Oh no. I don't know what is happening. I put that in the wrong location. That was the wrong pickaxe. That's a further distance than I thought I was going to be going. I've missed a bunch. They're a good on-the-go thing to eat. Yeah, I feel like they'd be so good for, like, my work lunches. Because, like, I work at summer camp, and I feel like that would just be so good. I almost was like, what are you doing? You're gonna melt my ice. And then I was like, this is blue ice, we're fine. I'm getting hungry. Well, there's like 20 minutes till end of stream. No, in real life.
Not my problem.
Yeah, I know. You live a little far away for it to be your problem, methinks.
I mean, how far away is Europe, really? I live above the altitude line of Canadian borders, so, like, I just go left.
Just go left? I don't know if this is good.
Just go left.
I'm gonna mirror it on this side. There's lots of skelebones here. I feel like I'm gonna get shot. It's like 2, right?
In case you were unaware, there are skeletons here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're very happy with me, actually.
Why do they keep only attacking you?
Why are they so...
Oh, there we go. That'll do it. 2, 1, 1, 3. Did it go in or out? I think it's in. And then it's 1.
You don't have horns on, do you?
No, I heard it.
Oh. Because I horned earlier when I was standing over there and you didn't notice me.
I looked at you. Did I not look
Yeah, but, like,
directly at you enough for your satisfaction?
No.
Well, how dare I? How absolutely dare I? Three? Why did I do 4? I thought I did 5. Well, 4 and 3. Two, 3, 4.
Oh, there's a fox down there.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, I'm actually like low health now. I thought my armor would protect me.
I almost look at it, Enderman.
Oh, good job. Did it just eat some berries?
It did.
I heard it. Oh, hydrate or dehydrate. That's interesting. I don't think I'd like red bean paste salty. I think I'd much prefer it sugary. I like the slight sweet to the red bean paste buns. 3, 1, 3.
Is mob griefing on?
Is mod capping?
Mob griefing.
Oh, griefing, yes.
Oh.
Why?
No reason in particular.
You wanted to lure a creeper to me. Like the evil man you
I said
are.
no reason in particular.
First time I tried red bean
You cannot
paste,
judge
I
a
didn't
person
like
for
it.
what he hasn't done.
I never said I was. I mean, a certain someone asked me earlier today if cheating was allowed, and I didn't judge him for that. This is a bad experience right now.
This is a great experience to watch happen.
It was successful. But probably, questionable on my part. How did I get the stonecutter in my inventory? Has it always been there? I don't need these right now. Anyways. Do you have Farmer's Delight? We don't, but we have cooking for blockheads. Because everybody was... Wait, why did I do it there? We were over here earlier. We have cooking for blockheads because people wanted something easier to do. And then is it 3 again? Yeah, 3, 3. Bam. Which I haven't actually touched cooking for blockheads yet. I feel like nobody has. I will at some point for the sake of, I don't know, plot.
My torch.
Suffer. One, 2. And then 3. And then I think it was 3 again, was it not? Just in the center. I might actually have enough ice. Use bone blocks, maybe those are way... Like I have bone blocks. If I don't have quartz, how am I gonna have bone blocks? Has snow covering your bridge so you can't see it. Yeah, but it will be lit up later in a way where that won't be happening. I might also put a thing, a lid, a roof over it.
Just go for it in string.
What?
Go for your roof in string.
Yeah. Yeah. I do it sometimes. Depends if I want a snowy roof or not. Okay, if I do 3 or 5. And that's a case of my D key being broken for some reason. Anger. I don't know why my D key's being sticky. I do actually, it's an old laptop. And I probably just need to clean out the key. Bye. You got your torch, good job. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 4, 5. And then we'll just go innie again, I guess. But let's mark the center like this. Yes. I've been ignoring your chat messages for a hot minute. You're evil? Oh wait, did you say it was you covering? Oh, you are the snow covering my... I didn't read that part. How dastardly of you. How dareth you do this to me? I don't know why, but in my head, you were wearing a derpy Steve skin for a hot second. I think it's just the way the snowflakes were, like, covering your face. But I straight up thought you were wearing the derpy Steve skin. Oh, my wood. Like the hibachi and fortune cookies? Oh, there's a message before that. Sometimes I think about how a lot of the Asian food we consume in America isn't actually originating from Asian countries. Yeah. I mean, the whole history of, Ontario ginseng is quite interesting. Why have you
Also, I
put a
mean,
symbol?
Asian food isn't the same as in Asia, like anywhere around the world, except for Asia, of course, but...
Yeah. Ugh! Well, there it goes.
Loser.
Oh, how rude.
My soul!
Loser. There we go. A fancy pattern. Alright. I kind of introduced that topic like I was going to discuss Ontario ginseng, but I really don't want to. I wrote an essay on it and an exam on it. I don't need to talk about it in stream. Well, there's a bridge now. I don't want to do more. I'm done.
Usually you can get over bridge, but okay.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
I have a solution.
I might do slabs, I think. Just quickly. What are you...
Wait, can you like get my torch?
Sure. This is fine. I know I'll replace it later anyway, so I don't care. Here you go.
What do you mean replace?
I don't... nothing. Absolutely. What's... Oh. You... Okay. Interesting. Well, it's functional for now. I'm gonna do like a slow descending bridge, kind of Great Wall of China-esque. I say as if there aren't really steep staircases in the Great Wall of China, but I mean like one of the less steep ones. Oh, so descriptive.
Just stay on this height.
Yeah, no, this is my home. And only
Actually,
plebs
just go
are gonna
higher
need
and force
to
people to
walk here.
clutch you with a water bucket.
Yeah, only plebs are gonna need to walk here, so...
You're the one keeping us from Elytras.
Well, everybody teleports.
I don't.
Well...
But yes, I did actually. I did actually teleport here.
Maybe you're a pleb then. Have you ever thought about that?
I don't get on enough to have all of the teleports.
Yeah. Well, hey, if it makes it any better, I had to swap from Curseforge to Modrinth, and now I don't have any of my waypoints. Luckily, I have all my waystones, but...
Loser. What? Anyways, it's actually really cool how the snow doesn't form on the ice.
Yeah. It'll keep the effect until I have the roof on it, at the very least. I feel like it could use some glazed terracotta, but I think I don't want to die inside. So.
I don't think glazed terracotta is worth anything, actually. Except for when you're using it for redstone.
So I've missed a bunch. Yeah. Okay. Lo mein is actually pronounced main in Chinese. Mayan? Mayan in Chinese? Interesting. There's also such an interesting history of like Chinese people coming over to North America. I also studied a bunch of that, and it's so interesting, and you should get me on it on another stream. I'm not going to talk about it right now because I feel exhausted now. It's the end of the 2-hour stream, and I'm done. But if you get me talking about Chinese US, Chinese Canadian history, of specifically between 1900 and World War I know a lot of history on that, and I will rant for a while because I wrote a essay on that I really, really enjoyed writing. But I'm not doing that now. I'm tired. But yeah, get me talking about that at a later time. Because it is real interesting. Specifically, I did like fashion and personal expression of culture in like the Chinese people who were going back and forth and stuff like that. So, that sort of thing. Fun fact, the character used in lo mein, meaning soft noodles, is the same character used for the word face. Interesting. The water is going freezing? What? Freeze? Like Mayan? Mayan? Well, yeah. Really? Really? Really?
Well, I don't know, you were doing your outro, so I didn't really want to say it out loud, but
wow, really?
I don't think this is gonna max it.
I'm shocked. I'm just a dumb little bear, and I have no clue.
Yeah, I know. You guys are kind of incompetent in Minecraft without me, so...
I know. I can't believe this. Whatever could I do to fix this problem, Exude? What can I do?
Well, you could do bookshelves.
Bookshelves? Oh my god, bookshelves? Do I have
kind
books?
Kind of like an insane idea for you guys.
I know. How many bookshelves?
Well, at least 15.
At least 15? What happens if you do more than 15, Exude?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, no, it explodes and destroys your entire base in the
Oh my gosh! Oh golly, oh gosh. How could this ever happen?
Well, I found the hidey hole in your base.
The hidey hole?
I found a hidey hole.
There's a lot of hidey holes. People have built little things Are you actually in my base, or are you in Azir's basement, or are you in the weird growth that appeared one day?
I would count this as inside of your base, but
Inside
outside
of my
of your
base?
base.
Oh. Oh, are you in the... Are you on my roof somewhere?
No.
No. There's a lot of places one can be. I could kind of tell directionally your voice was from up here. I mean, you could be in my attic, but I don't think you'd call my attic a hidey hole.
This really is a hidey hole. How have you not found me?
Oh, there. Yes, I fell in that many times while I was building this. It actually is the reason I didn't find you when I was standing here was because I got distracted by one of my trapdoors being flipped.
I need water.
Well, I don't have water in there.
Why not?
Because that's not my chests where I'd have water. This is just a bunch of dirt.
Well, where are your chests where you'd have water?
I think I have a water bucket in my tools chest.
That does not help me with location.
It's in my tools chest. Isn't that obvious, Exude? Don't you know everything?
No.
My bookshelves are white.
For example, I don't know where your tools chest is.
It's up here.
Oh,
where all my tools are. And yeah, no, there's no water bucket in there for some reason. My water bucket must be converted into a lava bucket, I guess. I think I don't have enough, sugarcane. How sad.
I have a plan.
You have a plan? What do you even need water for? I mean, I've got a endless- Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I don't know how that went well. I lived. And my base didn't get destroyed. Min is like the beginning of meow. But you changed- Oh, man. Man! You know I have an unlimited water source over there.
Shut up. Wait, can't I just break this?
Yes.
You know, to be fair, I was up at like 8 a.m. No, 7 a.m. today, and I had to go to Amsterdam and back, and like a little bit of context, I live about as far in the Netherlands as you can from Amsterdam, so it wasn't fun.
Yeah. Oh, I need more planks. How many bookshelves is this? I have 11. Now, Mr. knows everything about enchanting and has such good knowledge. Does it matter how I place this? Or can I just do magical floaty blockers?
I mean, I guess you can do magical floaty blocks. You just want to keep the, like, 8, 16, 17 surrounding blocks empty, excluding the floor, which you also want to keep empty, but you know. It's actually a really cool way of doing it is you dig down one. This is gonna like take a minute because my tools are almost gone.
What are you doing?
Science. Okay, so here. I've got to do the outer rim. But basically, like, replace these with, like, bookshelves. And I think you might need a bit more than 15, but it's actually a really cool way of making it 15. That. Oh, okay. I mean, sure. I'm not sure that one's gonna reach.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if the top ones are gonna reach, but if like the second
Well,
big one is
you're the
gonna,
one
but-
who moved it downwards.
No, but like I meant like here. You place bookshelves like
I
here.
know,
That's,
but
like...
I didn't want to do that.
But that's not my fault.
Yeah, it is.
Nah.
Yeah. Magic. I'm missing 4. Because I didn't have enough
You're
sugar.
like
I didn't have
20.
enough sugar cane, huh?
You're on like 20. I mean, you can like hide some in here, I guess.
Yeah. Magic.
Also, imagine not having enough sugar cane.
I had over a stack. I thought I had plenty, but I also wasn't planning to do this today. But I let you mansplain it to me because I was just procrastinating on it. So I fully just
I
enchanted
wasn't
that slimy
mansplaining, I was
space.
exit-splaining.
You were exit-splaining? To be fair, yeah, it was mostly a joke. Need water to drink. Friend is back. Your friend is back? Exciting. Oh, and I'm done my water, so I guess that means I've got to end stream.
Wait, so if I like save a point and just have yourself hydrate yourself like on spam, does that mean that you can just end your stream?
End my stream? No.
Oh.
No, that's just...
Well, not all, but like it would be funny.
Yeah. There is a bit of a delay on hydrate or dihydrate because I didn't want people to drown me. Well, actually, no. I didn't want to have to pee in the middle of stream.
I was kind of planning to drown you, actually, but okay.
Yeah, there is a bit of a delay. I don't remember how long I set it for. I think it's like 5 minutes. But no, generally, if it's before the 2-hour mark and I run out of water, I will just go refill my water bottle. But otherwise, nah.
Good.
Alright, I
can
guess
also place water here.
Oh my god, really?
I'm not sure why you would, but you can.
Okay. Wow! You know, sometimes you just want your enchanting experience to be a little moist.
This actually does look quite nice, if I'm honest.
The thing is, I am gonna add blue into this color palette, so... Spice it up.
Imagine having your enchantment like in a downstream, and it's just surrounded by water and stuff. With bookshelves around. That would actually look really cool.
You would.
Thank you, Rickley. I also think the water is an interesting design choice.
Yes. It's
I need to get
for
new water now.
mermaidisms. I just realized I'm still wearing my wedding outfit. I forgot to change my skin. That's the downside to switching to Modrinth, is it just kind of, it doesn't open up your launcher, so I don't check my skin.
I know. When
so
I was
yeah.
like still on Camcraft and stuff, I had to switch. I had to like launch up CurseForge because I don't have the normal Minecraft launcher on my PC. I would have to launch up CurseForge. Usually start up the factions one because that's where I got my skins and stuff. Change, and then go on to Camcraft.
Yeah. That's what I will be doing. Just wait until I show up looking like a very, very pink person from the 1800s by accident after a Bloodbound recording. That's gonna be great. It will happen. Okay. I need to actually end stream. My CurseForge was mean, basically. It refused to load, and so I looked up how you fix it because it was getting stuck on loading Stardew Valley, which I don't even mod. It just like automatically connected to my Stardew Valley when I downloaded it. And apparently that just happens if like an update goes wrong, so you just have to uninstall and reinstall the app. So I did that, and it worked for a week. And then it happened again, and no matter how many times I restarted my computer, uninstalled and reinstalled it, nothing. It was just getting stuck. And I looked up even more troubleshooting, and they're like, the only reason other than like it being an update issue that this would happen is if you've got this specific virus protection, and you have to make sure your virus protection thing is fully up to date, and that'll fix it. I don't have that virus protection. So then it was like, if you do not have this, then take out a like troubleshooting ticket with us. And so I did. And then they never emailed me that it like even took out the ticket. So I gave up and I swapped to Modern.
You know, that just kind of sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah. Well, it was also because we had the wedding event coming up and I wanted to make sure I could get on the server physically for that. So, it was many things, but I'm now annoyed with CurseForge. But I'm not sure I like Modrinth more. I think I still like CurseForge more, like layout-wise.
CurseForge is... I don't know, I also like CurseForge a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I use
like...
Modrinth for a bit now, because that's what they have for MCSR ranked, but like other than that, I don't use it at all.
I feel like Modrinth seems to be designed for like userability of people who don't create their own mod packs. Like you can be sent something in Modrinth and then just click it and you're done and dusted. And then CurseForge feels a bit more technical. Like I feel like I like the interface of CurseForge much more as like a server admin and stuff.
Yeah, same.
Okay. We need to like, I need to end stream. I keep not doing that. Here's my face, really close up. I should play the game Twinkle By later? A cutesy decorating game. Oh, okay. I'll look at it, but I don't know. I've been moved. I've been washed. Ah! Hunter has responded to me! Okay, so the announcement for the event will happen basically as soon as I end stream. Okay, that is it.
Oh, okay.
None of my mutuals are live, so I'm not rating anybody. Because I'm a lazy bear. I'm a lazy bear. That's the sole reason. Okay, goodbye!
You should rate me.
Are you streaming?
No.
No. Okay, bye-bye!